Kevin Garnett, the big ticket, a 15-time All-Star and 2008 champion, is the number 24 member of my 25 greatest players in NBA history list. Kevin Garnett was born May 19, 1976, in Malden, South Carolina. Garnett would live in Malden with his mother and two sisters until his senior year of high school. In May 1994, Garnett was arrested and charged for his alleged role in a school altercation. The charge was later dropped after he fulfilled the requirements of a pretrial program. Garnett and his mother Shirley believed he had been wrongfully accused in the racially charged incident and feared he would become a target. So, the two moved to Chicago, where Garnett would attend Farragut Academy and play with a friend he'd made in the summer basketball camp circuit, Ronnie Fields. In his senior season, Garnett would put up an absurd 26 points, 18 rebounds, 7 assists, and 6 blocks a game, in leading the Admirals to their first public league championship. Following a McDonald's All-American Game MVP and an appearance on Oprah for an episode about prodigies, Garnett would declare for the NBA draft. The decision came after KG failed his ACT and SAT, making him academically ineligible for college. Some wanted him to go to prep school or a junior college and then enter college a year later, but basketball legends Isaiah Thomas and Sonny Vaccaro convinced the forward the league made the most sense.
In there, Mike Jordan in there, Scottie Pippen was in there. We watched him play a couple games and all of a sudden, security, doom, doom, doom. Hey, you, come here. And I was like, me? It's like, yeah, big fella. And I was like, yo, throw my shoes, yo, throw my shoes. I jump in, I tie my joints up, and then Jordan was like, let's go. So we go. I just remember Pippen said that I was too young to be out here. Call for it, Mike threw it, boom, and I launched my shit. Boom! I don't know what you think this is, shit. And I hear somebody go, I see you, Lord, okay, I see you. And there was Isaiah Thomas. I just saw you play Scottie Pippen, boy, you can play in the league right now. And when he said that, dog, the world stopped. I said, Zeke, what you say? He said, boy, do you know you can go to the league from high school?
The pre-draft process left NBA scouts conflicted. Despite Garnett's freakish talent due to the fact no player had skipped college since 1975, teams were wary of the risk. The Minnesota Timberwolves weren't afraid though and selected Garnett 5th overall. Almost immediately, Garnett would show the type of talent that rarely comes along. His ability to handle and shoot was unlike anything anyone had seen for his size. Although his offensive game was trailblazing in many respects, what made Garnett famous was his defensive ability. Garnett was the first truly switchable big, combining a unique athleticism with rare instincts that had allowed him to dominate when the other team had the ball. The culmination of his offensive and defensive game was in the 2003-2004 season when Garnett won the league MVP. His most iconic moment in the season came in a Game 7 victory over the Sacramento Kings, where Garnett became just the 5th player in NBA history to have at least 30 points and 20 rebounds in a Game 7. The win lifted Minnesota to the conference finals, making it the biggest in franchise history. Unfortunately for Garnett and Wolves fans, this was the peak of his time in Minnesota though. Due to poor management and bizarre player decisions, the Wolves failed to surround Garnett with anything even pretending to resemble a reasonable supporting cast. So, facing the prospect of wasting his entire career on dead-end Minnesota teams, Garnett was shipped to Boston as part of the Big Three Celtics. While in Boston, KG became a fan favorite. His tenacious defensive style was perfect for the city. In that first season, Garnett would win his only Defensive Player of the Year award, taking a backseat to Ray Allen and Paul Pierce on the offensive side of the ball. There he proved his ability to understand his role and thrive no matter the situation. The Celtics would win the title that season, allowing Garnett for his most famous moment in the NBA.
That's your resume, NBA champion. How does that sound?
Man, I'm so hyped right now. Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Garnett's legacy is a fascinating one. He will be remembered as a trailblazer for multiple reasons. Firstly, by creating the prep to pro route for talented players not interested in college. From Kobe to Dwight to LeBron, it's unlikely any of them entered the league without KG. Also, Garnett was the first unicorn forward, creating a player model for Anthony Davis, Kristaps Porzingis, and other athletically gifted forwards to thrive in more ways than just as a classic back-to-the-basket big man. His face-up game and elite athleticism will surely be remembered forever. There was a reason in Minnesota he was known as the big ticket. For Wolves fans, he gave them a reason to go to the game. For NBA fans, he changed how we saw it. Simply put, Kevin Garnett changed the game of basketball.